Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. Now today, quite a bit to go through. Not been a massive amount of news on Star Citizen front over the past sort of month or so. I know we've had the updated updates for the dogfighting module, Arena Commander, but Gamescom revealed some new and interesting stuff about Star Citizen, so let's run through it today. Well, first of all, we've got the new constellation and the variances. You might have seen already one of my videos looking at the first constellation. I'm going to be working through and doing a video on each one. Just going to take me a little bit of time because each video takes me about half an hour. But the ships look fantastic. Nice to see them in PBR. A little bit of a shame once again we don't actually have the hangars yet in PBR. But in 2 weeks' time, we've got the hangars coming into PBR as well, which will make a significant difference. A lot of the complaints over the X amount of months has been on the basis that the lighting on the ships and the hangars look very dark. Now, one of the reasons is actually if you go back to have a look through this video a few times and you have a look at the constellation in the new hangar, you'll notice that the shadows on the floor and reflections, and also the lights on the floor actually shine up at the ships, so that'll make a significant increase in the lighting. Now, also, we've seen a few of the constellations, well, one of them being the Phoenix with quite a sort of modern interior. A little bit of controversy over that one, but I'll cover that off in my video anyway, which is probably going to be in a few days or so. Now, the next sort of set of news we had was around the racing aspect of it. I'm an M50 owner myself. I'm not necessarily into the racing aspect of it, but I know it might sound a bit strange. Why have you got an M50? But that's maybe for another day. But we saw some interesting stuff. They showed us sort of a racetrack that they put together. And alongside of that, they actually announced as well that they're increasing the boost speed by double, which sort of makes sense, because if we would have been racing with the current speed that we're actually using in Arena Commander at the moment, it would have been a relatively low space. And I think just having that extra boost will make it a lot more enjoyable. Now, when it goes live, it looks like what we're going to be having is obviously the M50 and the 350R, and I've no doubt you could probably take other ships into that as well. So we've got 2 weeks, and we have racing as well, so racing in the hangar, so some great news there. We've also got the, I think, we've got Gamescom coming up in New Zealand, so I reckon that's coming out in October now. I think it's quite a way away, so we should probably get some more news there as well about other things that are coming out in Star Citizen in the coming months. Now, one of the other things we were told as well, which was interesting, we saw a little bit more on the planet side, particularly around the rover side, so planet side vehicles and landing on other planets, which I thought was really good. And it was nice to see inside the video the fidelity and detail they've gone into in that. Now, one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to is clearly the hangars. It's pretty significant, really. Like I said in one of my previous videos, it's not just about getting the hangars in PBR. Well, clearly that is important because lighting is key. And at the moment, something that's PBR and something's non-PBR, there's no reflections or light there at all. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why it doesn't look as good as such. 2 weeks' time, we're going to have the new hangar, so really excited. And one of the things that they've also told us as well, actually, that the hangars now, which were originally, we thought the asteroid hangar was actually going to be for the larger ships, but now what they're actually saying is all the hangars will be modular and will be able to take any of the ships, which is fantastic because obviously some of the larger ships you had to go for a particular style of hangar, where the new modular hangars will allow you to, I could say downgrade, but I suppose if you prefer one of the more sort of dirty looking hangar, you can opt for that one with no matter what ships you've got, which is fantastic. It's good that there's not a limitation there, because the last thing you want to do is go for a larger ship. You think, yeah, that looks fantastic, and then there's only one option for hangar, and that's could say they could bring in multiple options, but it's better just to make all hangars fit all ships. Now, it hasn't really identified where the large ships are going to go, like i.e. the Idris and the Starfare, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm making the assumption on that, a sort of announcement, that there's going to be some sort of either docking bay or maybe, couldn't imagine a Starfare in a hangar, but maybe it is possible, or an Idris. We've had some fantastic news. I've been looking at a couple of the constellations as well. I'm sure I'm going to be doing an upgrade at some point. Haven't quite decided what I'm actually going to go for yet. One of the last things we saw here was also on the first person aspect of it. We didn't get a lot of it. I've looped it around in this video twice because it was very, very short. I'm not going to say I was disappointed with it, but the fact that, you know, it's using the cryo engine, I would have hoped for them to show us a little bit more on the first person aspect of it. Look, at the same time, it's a sort of box I've sort of ticked off personally because I know that the first person aspect of it is clearly going to be in line or better than Crisis. So on that basis, maybe that's why the focus has not been there. I don't know. But one thing I did notice about the first person part of it, the actual outfits and the fidelity look just absolutely crazy. So something I'm really looking forward to is to see a little bit more on the first person shooter. Probably going to be coming up in Gamescom in New Zealand in, I don't know, 3 months away now. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.